Have you ever wondered how tall a Gorilla Tag monkey is? Well, even if you haven't, today you're going to find out. I'm going to take 4 objects and compare them all together and then average out the average height without arms, because that could add height, and without a hat. And then we'll find out the average height of a gorilla. So our first object is the mirror. As you can see, he's about half the height of the mirror, so we're going to take that into consideration with our calculations. Okay guys, our next object is the slide. As you can see, he's probably about a quarter of the height of the slide, so we're also going to take that into consideration for the calculations. Our third object is the picnic table. As you can see, he is about the exact height of the picnic table, so we're also going to take that into consideration. Okay guys, our fourth and last object that we're going to take into consideration is the lamppost. It looks like he's about a 1/7 or an 1/8 the size of the lamppost. So we're going to take all those objects into consideration and calculate the height of a monkey. Let's get started. First of all, let's start with the hardest one, the mirror. As you can see here, the mirror looks like it's about half the size of one story in the Nice Gorilla store, which we know is where the mirror is, the Nice Gorilla store. And we know that the Nice Gorilla store is 3 stories tall. So first of all, we need to find the average height of a 3-story building, which according to Google is 24 to 30 feet. So we have to find the average number of feet between 24 and 30. Then we have to divide that by 3 to get the height of 1 story. Then we have to divide that by 2 to get the height of the mirror. And then we have to divide that by 2 to get the height of the gorilla in the mirror. Let's do that. So first of all, we have to add 24 and 30 and then divide that by 2. That's 27. Then we have to divide that by 3, that's 9. Then we have to divide that by 2, which is 4.5. Then we have to divide that by 2, which is 2.25. That's our answer that we're going to work with for the mirror. Next up, we got the slide. Don't mind that. Anyways, as it says in the picture, the average height of the slide is about 3 meters. And as we saw earlier, the gorilla is about half the height of the slide. So first of all, we have to do 3 meters into feet and inches, and then we have to divide that by 2. Let's do that. As you can see, 3 meters equals 9 feet and that. So we'll just say it's 9 feet and 10.1 inches. Next up, we have to divide that by 2, which equals 59.05 inches. And 59.05 inches in feet is 4 feet and 11.05 inches, which is the height that we're going to use for this slide calculation. Next up, we got the picnic table, which is probably going to be the easiest since he's about the exact height of the picnic table. Because all we really have to do is find the average height of a picnic table, which is about 28 to 34 inches. Then we have to find the average number between those two numbers, and then we have to change that to feet and inches, and that's his height next to the picnic table. Let's do that. So first of all, we have to add 28 to 34 and then divide that by 2 to get the average number, which is 31. And as you can see here, 31 inches is equal to 2 feet and 7 inches, so that is going to be the calculation for the picnic table. Last but not least, we have the lamppost. And I think he's closer to about 1/5.5 of the lamppost size than anything. So we're going to use that as the number. And the calculations we need to do with that number are we need to find the size of the average lamppost. And then we have to divide that by 5.5 to get his size next to the lamppost. Let's do that. In this picture, you can see the average height of the lamppost. If you zoom in really closely on this picture, it says that it's 3.915 meters, which we'll just round to 4 meters. And as you can see here, 4 meters divided by 5.5 equals 72.72 centimeters. Now, we have to convert 72.72 centimeters into feet and inches, which is 2 feet and 4.63 inches. Now we're left with 4 numbers, one for each of the 4 objects that we calculated. So now all we have to do is add all 4 of them up and divide them by 4. But before we do that, we need to make the mirror calculation into inches and feet. So let's do that. That's actually pretty easy to do. All you have to do is think. 12 inches is 1 foot and 0.25 is a quarter. So 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So the mirror calculation is actually 2 feet 3 inches. So now all we have to do from here is add all 4 of these numbers up and divide them by the number of items that there are, which in this case is 4, and that'll be the average height. So let's do that. When I was trying to record the process for this part, it was really blurry, so I'm just going to show you my final answer, which came out to be 3 feet and 0.42 inches. So I guess a gorilla in Gorilla Tag is pretty short.